What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Okay News, episode 7. Quick rundown. We've got some news that's been circulating in the area. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's just get right into it. We're not going to waste any time today. Apple new VR headset out on the market. This is an absolute game changer. I'm looking at it right now on the screen. This is a big sign because Mark Zuckerberg was talking about it with Lex Friedman. And even though he's, not on the Apple side, he was saying that this is great for them because they're just going to get to push this even harder. It just shows like if Apple's in on something, it's serious. It's getting serious. That means that there's being a huge commitment made by a big company like Apple. It kind of reinforces Facebook's investment into the metasphere and all that stuff. So that's, I don't know, whichever side you are about VR, like if you're for it or against it, that's going to be for you to decide. But something that is for certain is that it is coming and it's coming soon. So next up on the list here, we have something a little different. This has nothing to do with technology or anything like that, but it is the fact that Taylor Swift came to Boston. She shut down roads. Um, I'm not even gonna lie. I thought her new album, "Speak Now," I think it's called, sucked complete ass. I think it was one of the worst albums, honestly, that I've ever fucking heard in my entire life. I listened to every single song. I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I like Red. It's a good song. I'm a Taylor fan. I'm a Swiftie, but definitely not a fan of this new album. Thought it was lazy, probably because she's amidst the Red recording shit with Scooter Braun, so she has to deal with that. Um, yeah, it's not a good time right now. But anyways, so this is really ironic. The next one, we're just gonna keep going down the list. I got a lot of things that were sent in to me. And towards the end, actually, first time ever that we're doing this, we've got some questions from the audience sent into my Discord, to the OK Media Discord, I guess our Discord. I didn't even make it, but it kind of happened organically. I was talking with some people, and we have a Discord going that was originally for business stuff, but I had a few questions come in through there that we were going to talk about. So that's going to be cool. Yeah. Anyways, right up next, this is kind of ironic. We got the Business Insider on strike. Okay. After these motherfuckers went after Dave Portnoy heavily, Business Insider is now on strike. All the writers or whatever, the journalists, the dweebs there, they're on strike because they're not getting paid enough. So yeah, probably because they suck at being journalists and all they do is write hit pieces on Dave Portnoy and Elon Musk. Business Insider for you. Now, number 14. This one, everyone's probably already heard about. I'm just going to say my true opinions on this. The cocaine found at the White House by at the Biden administration, White House, everyone's been denying it. Everyone's talking about it's Hunter Biden. There's this clip of Hunter Biden coming out on the balcony and he's like, look cocained out. The real GOAT in this story is Karine Jean Pierre. I'm gonna put this picture of her on the screen right now. They caught her literally sweating. Um, she sweats on stage. They've got her. No other politician at the Biden administration is working this hard. She might be the hardest worker and the most underpaid at the Biden administration. I don't even understand. I've never seen Kamala and Biden actually like speak to the people and answer live questions once in a while for like a minute. But this girl's up here every day just getting clobbered with the worst questions. And the way that she deflects is honestly pretty goated. I'm not even going to lie. She does a pretty good job at not answering these fucking questions. What a beast. They should honestly give her a raise. Karine Jean Pierre, she's an actual goat and she deserves it. Donald Trump says he is going to be charged. Whenever DeSantis has any traction, essentially, Donald Trump just comes in and catches another case, steals the spotlight. It's his playbook. It's how he rolls. And it's kind of like, I don't even know what DeSantis is going to do, but I think everyone And I don't even know any DeSantis fans. Like, who's maybe besides some people in Florida, but who is really a fan of DeSantis? I mean, he kind of looks like a lizard. Picture on screen now. Big lizard vibes. Uh, AI Wi-Fi cameras. Speaking of lizard type activities, now there's technology that can use your Wi-Fi router, and AI will turn it into a kind of like camera. They showed that I think they have a camera first, and then they take away the camera, and the Wi-Fi radio signals or whatever the radar signals. I don't know how it works necessarily, but the signals they can kind of pick up. They send a signal out, and then it comes back, and it can kind of read where you are in the room. Uh, yeah, I've noticed it for ads that when I get up and I go to the bathroom or something, if I'm watching a video and I get up and leave the room, the ad will instantly play. So that's something that you can take a look at, see if you notice that on your own. Next up, Adam 22 and Lena, the fucking plug. Don't know what kind of name that is. This is the biggest attention grab I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know how they're okay with doing this. I don't know if they're actually married. I don't think they are. Maybe Adam 22 and Lana the Plug aren't even really married. They just did it for clout and they pre-planned this porn shit because it's just two porn stars. And if they thought, hey, yo, we both got clout, we can do this. Adam 22 saw, a hot girl. He was like, yo, she's down for the bag and whatever. Like, let's be fake married. I mean, he could probably fucks her still anyways too. So like, and he wanted a kid maybe with someone. I just don't see how this is like even a marriage, and it just makes marriage look a little bit like. I mean, I guess that's what marriage these days is. Like, I don't even know what to say about this. But I know someone who did have something to say about this, and that is Neon. This dude Neon literally came in, and he's like 18, 19. I don't know how old he is. He destroyed this guy Adam 22. This guy Adam 22 didn't even know what to say. At one point, Neon said, you're a fucking loser, like get a grip of your life. You're 43 or whatever. Your wife's embarrassed of you. And this dude Adam 22 said, oh yeah, well, why'd she post TikToks of us getting married? And Neon says exactly what everyone's thinking. And he goes, I'm in your head, motherfucker. I'm in your head. I'm 19 and I'm in your head. Like, he literally had to respond with, ooh, and why do we have TikToks of each other? Like, bro, what does that even mean? That's the cringiest response I've ever heard from like a 40-year-old. That's like a dad. Like, you're a literal dad, and that's what you're saying. That's just cringe. Next up, Adin Ross. This is also same category of stuff. Just seeing this on the screen. Adin Ross, he introduced. I watched the video a little earlier today. We're gonna pull it up, some clips from it from on the screen. But Adin Ross just introduced Andrew Tate to Neon, the same little kid who was little Indian kid who was roasting the shit out of Adam 22, and he does not hold back. He's a great entertainer. Introduced Andrew Tate and Neon, and in the same call, Andrew Tate and Adam 22. Andrew Tate did a disappointing thing, didn't really roast Adam 22, even though we all know he wanted to. Neon has some fucking balls talking to Andrew Tate that way because no one seems to treat Andrew Tate this way, but Neon was able to kind of troll with him and fuck with him. And the thing is, what I can tell is Tate is putting up with a lot of Adin's bullshit right now. And I think it's due to his lack of popularity. Andrew Tate is kind of fallen off. It's just a fact. This dude Zarka has been crushing it, and he is replacing Andrew Tate. He's bigger and greater than Andrew Tate. He's a bigger influence. He's a greater character. He's more entertaining, more out there, more shock worthy. He literally destroyed Mike Maliak from Impulsive a couple weeks ago, a little while ago actually, but it was with I believe Sneeko and Adin Ross as well. Adin Ross is always doing these connections and getting these people connected, which always makes entertaining content. So he is good at that. Mike Maliak got grilled by this dude Circa about Jake Paul's like satanic ritual or whatever. And that was just an amazing video. Check it out. Adin Ross has called with Zerka 2 and Zerka with Gideon. They've had a few calls where Zerka is, I think, changing Adin Ross's opinions a little bit because actually I think he brought up something brought up something on the Nelk Boys podcast where he said that someone recently talked to him about that, which was something that Zerk has been talking about recently. I kind of forgot what it was. Oh, flat Earth, or it was flat Earth or the moon landing. Um, and Adin Ross brought it up on the Nelk Boys, said that someone that he's been talking to got in his head recently, and then Steiny doesn't even want to say Zerka's name. He treats him like Voldemort and says, what do you think of those guys that go on Fresh and Fit and try to be the new Tate? And yeah, pretty much Steiny is very scared of an Elk Boys Zerka collab because this dude Zerka seeks out fakeness, and Steiny knows he's gonna get what's coming for him if you already know he's gonna get destroyed. Anyways, next up we have Nick Fuentes, also went on Fresh and Fit. This dude is a menace, I will say, as a Jewish person. This dude needs to be stopped. He talks a lot about Jewish power, never brings up the Vatican and their power and how they're the motherfucking independent from the motherfucking like government of like Rome and Italy, and never ever talks about the fact that Christians came from Judaism, like it came from a sect of Judaism. Christianity did, and yeah, doesn't talk about the fact that Jesus was a Jew. I mean, he kind of talks about it, but pretty much doesn't want to admit that they all worship a Jew. But whatever. No hard feelings. Great new movie. No hard feelings about Nick Fuentes also, but no hard feelings. Movie that I saw. Jennifer Lawrence, Hunger Games girl. I thought it was gonna be fucking ass, to be honest, but it was actually not that bad. Not that bad at all. Pretty different. At least it's new and refreshing. All the other movies these days suck ass. New Spider-Man movie. It was actually really good. I usually don't like animated movies. And this shit was like cartoon animated, like Marvel cartoon animated comic book type style. Stop motion. But the story was really fire. I like the characters. I like the vibe. Perfect length. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I saw that a while ago. This is old news. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, fire. Like a 91%. No, 89%. It was fire. It was just focused on the raccoon. So they actually did a good job. No deep messages. A Little Mermaid, a lot of controversy around that. I saw it. It was great. You could barely tell the difference, to be honest. I don't even I wasn't really ever a huge Little Mermaid fan, so I don't know what the controversy is, but I guess it's like a light-skinned black woman now, and I don't even know. Was there another Little Mermaid movie where she was ginger? I never even watched the original, so I don't know. Super Mario Bros. Movie, ass. John Wick Chapter 4, ass. New Taylor Swift album, we already talked about that. That shit was ass. Yeah, well, I guess I put all the stuff that's rated ass by me in the last place. New Mission Impossible movie is amazing, but it's a little too long. It is good while it's good, but then it gets a little too long. They drag it out a little too much. Drake's got a new wife. She looks really weird. He's been doing some cringe interviews, like the interview with Yachty keeps getting clipped. That was really awkward. Him on the beach with Yachty gets a little sus at times. And then now he has this interview with a girl in his bed where he's drinking like a weird like a cocktail or some shit. He's drinking like a cocktail and in bed, thinking that it's like cool. And then it just gets awkward, and he thinks that she's like noticing, making a reference to one of his songs nonstop, and she's not at all. This is the definition of being full of yourself. He's like playing into it at this point. So awkward. Okay. This one, I don't even know what to say about this. Aisha Curry is mad because Drake called out Steph Curry at the concert for no reason. He like gave him a shout out, like a nice shout out, and to Aisha Curry too. And I guess she's just mad because of the attention. People are saying she's mad. She just made like a little grin. The news media is so stupid. They literally say, "Oh, she's mad." She literally like looked a little bit like maybe a little off, but like she wasn't even mad. She didn't say anything. It doesn't seem like it in the video. Ocean Gate, we have to talk about this because this was the stupidest story I have ever witnessed. The fact that anyone actually cared about it, about 5 billionaires going on a submarine to the bottom of the ocean, that's already like you signed up to possibly die. Why is that even news? I don't understand why anyone cared about it. And those 5 people would not care about a ship of 500. And I think a ship of 500 actually did sink that same week in like in a third world country, and no one in America gave a fuck. Questions from the audience. All right, we're getting into the end here. This was a quick episode, no time wasted. I'm just pulling it up here because I got to text it to me. So we're gonna start off here with the audience questions. The first one's kind of like I don't even really know if we're gonna have time to talk about this. How did you get your first marketing client for Oakland Trust? That's a marketing agency I ran from freshman year up until now. I just graduated in May. Still run it, I guess, in the background. Got my first marketing client by just going to a small business that I already went to. There was a watch store on my way to school from where I parked that, serviced watches that I would go. I got like a watch service there. Then I bought a used watch, like a vintage one, and it just kind of, I would talk to the watch owner. And when I just literally 2 months into school, when I said I kind of just want to start a marketing agency, see what happens, with no startup costs. Like there's no overhead when starting an online business, really very minimal. I just asked the guy if I could design him a poster and a print ad. So go to like a place that you already go to in your local town, because if you already go there, they're probably going to be less likely to say no, and just ask to do the first one for free. Just be like, hey, what do you guys need in terms of like marketing stuff, like print marketing, digital marketing? Like, what would you guys need? Hey, you guys need any like designs, posters, A-frame signed, printed, and you design it and you get it printed out of your local printers and you put your marketing agency name at the bottom. That's how you start to build your reputation. This is key. Very, very key. You put it at the bottom, because then after this, even though you do this one for free, you're going to go around and you're going to tell other business owners in the area, hey, I just worked with this store over here. My advertisement's on the front. You can go check it out when you have your lunch or whatever. Would you want to work with me? Very simple. And it's not rocket science. If you have a reputation, people are more likely to trust you. So do the first couple for free if you have to. That's fine. That's how you're going to get your pitch. And moving on to the next questions. I have a girlfriend already, but she always nags me, and I've met a new girl. Is it wrong to entertain this new opportunity while still in a relationship? Yes, I would say, to be honest, if she's nagging you, and I've been through this, it seems like it's her fault, but it's probably yours. And the reason why I'm saying it's yours is because even if you're not doing anything to cause this kind of thing, the fact that you haven't already left means that you're just being a little bit of a pussy about being by yourself, which is a risk, and it is a scary thought. So you may have to just take that leap of faith, be by yourself for a little bit, and decide if you want to go into this new one. How do you know if something is a scam? Okay, so I think this is from the business section of the Discord. If I would assume that everything is, and try to figure out what isn't a scam. Instead of looking at everything like, oh, this is a good opportunity, and then looking for signs for why it's not, for why it could be a scam, I would rather just assume everything's a fraud, everything's a scam, everything's a fake, everything's a ripoff, because a lot of it is 99% of deals are trash. So assume everything is, and then look for the things that make it legitimate. Is this person talking in a way that is not salesman? Is he just giving me the truth? Okay, that's a good sign. Is this person trustworthy? Have I had any referrals of this person from someone that I personally know? Or did they just come out of thin air? If you just met someone online and they told you, oh, we did this amount for this person, would you want to work with us? Just because someone said something doesn't mean it's true. Have you asked someone that you trust, someone close to you, if they know that person? And if that person says, yes, I do, and I know that they've done this for one of my close friends, yeah, way higher chance. That just puts that, then it's like completely different. So you got to start with already the mindset of how do I clear this person? You have to assume everyone's a threat, a security risk. Everyone's a security threat at the airport. And then you do the testing. Then you do the test to see are they legit. You don't give everyone the benefit of the doubt. That's how you should be. And maybe that sounds a little bit paranoid, but that's just how it works. For me at least. My friends say that I should act more flashy on social media to get girls, but I don't feel like that is me. What should I be doing? Because is it part of the game now? Oh, a great question, my friend. Muhammad, you have a very, very good soul, it seems, because you can tell that this is not you. Because it's not anybody. It's not meant for to be natural. This is not a natural thing. Don't flash your shit. You'll be fine. You'll be completely fine, dude. Go out into real life, meet people, get friends that have mutual friends. Just go out in real life. Do not use your material assets on social media to try to get girls because those girls are not the girls that you want anyways. Those girls are going to be trash. Those girls are going to be a waste of time. Even if they're cool in the moment, it's a waste of time. And I'm telling you, they're only going to fuck you over in the end. Okay. And last and not least, I was about to say who it's from. I'm not going to read the name on this one. I'm not 6 feet and I don't make 100K. Am I fucked? No, brother, you are not. Do you know how hard it is to be in that category? First of all, bro, this is online hoes. When people do these interviews with the girls that say these kind of answers to what they're looking for, these are Miami girls. These aren't real girls. These aren't girls from like good schools and good neighborhoods. These are trash ass hoes that influencers hang around with. Real people from good places in the United States of America or around the world, from good cities, good families, good friends. None of these girls care. They care about if you're a good person most of the time. I've seen my friends who do not fit that description get bitches that are way nicer. So than any of the girls I've seen on Fresh and Fit. So don't ever knock yourself short. That ain't real life, bro. That's social media. A good question that you know got me in the. It's a good question, man. And I wish you the best of luck. You're gonna be fine. Trust yourself. Trust the process. And honestly, just be you. Yeah, that's okay news. Episode 7.